On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And incomplete to open things up.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Adam Humphries deep for Tampa Bay. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're going to just roam and hit.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they run with Howard, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Over the middle, and it's caught by Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Play action now. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd down, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3-point, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, it's Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Pardon me, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be two guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he spins through. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to have one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Sims. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points.
They got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll roll him out right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Trubisky on first down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Gotta go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Vinny Curry able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jameis again. He gets it to Humphries. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Winston. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as well. Ryan Smith right there defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Play action now. Winston. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey. Ready. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Come on, gotta go. Hey.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit.